there's a portfolio tracker out there that gave you analytics, analyzed your portfolios, looked at ways that you could create goals to see like how many dividends you need for retirement and to see how fast you can hit financial independence. Well, that portfolio tracker is Snowball Analytics. And today we're going to do a deep dive into Snowball Analytics. We're going to look at the goods, the bads. We're going to look at how much it costs. We're going to look at seeing what different plans are and to see how it kind of stacks up against Empower, maybe Google Sheets, and other portfolio trackers. Hey guys, my name is Steve and I run the Frugal Expat website where we try to help people to save more and invest better. And today we are talking about Snowball Analytics and how it stacks up against all the others and to see if it could be a good portfolio tracker for you. Now, this video is sponsored by Snowball Analytics, but all the content is created by me and it is my opinions and not their opinions. So if they like it, well, that's great. If they don't, well, that's okay too. So these are going to be some of the goods and bads and seeing if this could be something that you may want to sign up for. Now, what is Snowball Analytics? Snowball Analytics is a company based out of France that tracks over 1,000 different investments all across the world with different currencies, different countries, and allows people to kind of pick and choose and analyze their portfolios. Now, there are different plans, of course, with this tool. This is not like your simple Google Sheets where you kind of input like, all right, I've got VTI, I've got SCHD, I've got QQQ, and that's it, and then you can track that. No, this goes deep dive. This allows serious investors or those that are looking for an easier way to track their portfolio in one simple tool. Now, this is not like your Mint or your Empower where you can just kind of let it all sync up and you can look at it and say, all right, you know, I'm on track to retire in 25, 30 years. No, this one helps you look at different dividend stocks. It allows you to see how many dividends you are having throughout the year. Seeing, all right, I have increased my dividend payment to not from $3,000, but $5,000 a year, maybe $1,000 a month, and seeing, you know, are these safe bets? Is there some great news out there to help you to do better? There's so many facts about this tool that helps investors just do better. And that's why I'm breaking it down. Now, of course, there is money to talk about. I mean, Snowball Analytics, you could get the free version, but there's 4 different plans that you can get a part of. You got the free, starter, investor, and expert. Now, if you don't want to pay for anything, that's cool. You can use the free version. With the free plan, you're going to get one portfolio. You're going to get 10 different holdings. You're going to get one watch list. You can have basic dividend tracking. You're going to have basic performance calculations. And you are going to also have just benchmarking for only index funds only. So that is your free plan. If you wanted free, just go with Empower. If you want a little bit more, that's as in tracking those dividends, seeing the yield on costs, seeing when the dividends are coming out, seeing when those companies are looking good for dividends or not, then the starter plan may be a better bet for you. The starter plan's got one portfolio. It's got unlimited holdings that you can put in. So if you have 100 different holdings, you got it. You can put 100 different holdings in it. It syncs with your portfolio. So if you have a portfolio Vanguard, you can sync it and it's there in Snowball Analytics. It's going to have dividend calculations. It's going to have analyst tools. It's going to have those dividend tools that you're going to need to see how much dividend payments you're going to get not only in June, but those that you're going to get in July, predictions for August, October, September, December. For those that you're seeing, all right, I'm not just going to get paid $100 per month, but maybe $150, and also goals. So that is part of the starter plan. And that is a pretty good plan, and it's pretty cheap if you ask me. If you use my link in the description, you can get an even cheaper plan. So take a look at that. The next plan is going to be the investor plan. Now, in this plan, you get 10 different portfolios. You get unlimited holdings. You get 10 different watch lists. So if you want to look at different holdings and different companies that are going up and down, you can put those on watch lists. It's got 30 plus years of historical data and analytics, and you can dive deeper into this. This is the plan that I actually have. And if you've watched some of my videos on my portfolio update, I have talked about this plan and I've shown you guys how it works. The next plan is the expert plan, and this is the most expensive plan. You have a limited amount of portfolios, you have a limited amount of resources, and if you're not a professional investor in managing tons and tons of other people's portfolios, maybe this is not for you. Now let's dive deep into Snowball Analytics and just take a look at seeing what it does, how it could be cool and to seeing if this could be something that you may want to look into. All right, so let's take a look at Snowball Analytics, and this is kind of the dashboard of Snowball Analytics. And this is actually my portfolio, just kind of take a look at it. We see net worth. Now I've got a couple different portfolios hooked up to that, so it's got a value right here. It breaks down things based upon, you got funds, you got information technology stocks, so I've got different stocks right here, so you can take a look. I got AMD, Robinhood, Apple, Nvidia, Taiwan Semiconductors, and those are all part of different portfolios. And I've got different funds. Now it says 11 funds, but it's got like VTI, VGT, and we've got some others, and so that's a good part about this portfolio. Now we can take a look, and the cool thing is you got all this news going out too. So like AMD is up 9.5%. That's amazing. But you have all these news going on. You got some good news, bad news, and it also tells you your top gainers, your top losers of what's going on. And then it's got recent events that are going on, like TSM's gonna have their earnings Thursday the 16th, which is today or tomorrow, depending on where you are and depending on when you watch this video. Now, the cool thing is you also look at future payments. This is one of the coolest things about this. If you would like dividends, this is the best part about this tracker, is the dividend tracker. You've got yearly payments, you got estimations, and you got some cool analytics. So you got future payments like next 12 months, possibly monthly, about $307. Dividends received this year. In the past, we can see where these dividends have been deposited. We also had dividend growth on seeing what can happen in 2023, 2024, 2025. I've only had this in 2025, so I can't see all of it. We also have goals to look at. So this is a goal that you can take a look at. This is my goal of my portfolio. I want to hit about $1.5 million in today's money in about 23 years, and it's saying I can do this in by 2047, which is amazing news. Now if we go look, and we can look at the analytics of the dividends, and this is something that's very cool with this look at. Now it tells you I've got a 1.07% yield, I've got 1.12% yield on cost. I'm getting about $3,717 on dividends alone, and these are some of my dividend tracking. So we got SCHD, we have SPACs, we have AbbVie, VXUS. We also have not only the dividends, but we also have the yield on costs, and we also have the diversification to see which one pays the most. Now VTI may not be the highest yielding, but it's also the largest holding in my portfolio, so it's going to be paying the most dividends, and so that's a very cool thing. It's also got dividend ratings, so we got Nvidia being one of the strongest, TSM good, Apple good, AFI good, JP Morgan, and AbbVie is not so good. But this is part of the dividends. And it's going to show you our annual growth. It's going to show the future payments. It's going to show the dividends received, the dividends will be received, and the dividend growth. And plus, there is a calendar to show you guys when the dividends are going to be coming out. So that's some of the coolest things apart this portfolio. Now you got a dividend calendar right here. Let's take a look. And we're going to show you different dividends are going to be paying out throughout the month. And that's so cool to see as part of your dividend calendar. Now, it's also got some tools, so if you wanted to do some portfolio rebalancing, you could. If you want to look for top dividend stocks, you can click on that, and you're going to have some of the best stocks on the US Stock Exchange. Now, not all of these are American companies. Some of them are an Irish company, a Danish company, but these are all on the US Stock Exchange. You can see the rating, you can see the dividend growth, how long it's been growing its streak, 14 years, 20 years, 12 years, 6 years, 9 years, 17 years, and you can see the strength of these companies. Now, obviously, when it goes down to like 60 or 50, the colors change, and that's just showing you different stocks that you could buy and add to your portfolio. Alright guys, so if you are looking to add some holdings and you haven't paid for the subscription, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So you're going to go into the search column right here and go add investments right here, and then you're going to press it, and then you're going to see that, you know, it could be synced, but we're going to be adding new holding because we don't have a paid subscription. We're going to add in maybe Google. There we go. And then we're going to click on it. What we're going to see is we're going to buy the date, the price, how many shares, if there's a fee,
and then any notes you want to add to it. And then you're going to press save and add it to your portfolio. You can pick which portfolio you want, and that's just a part of adding these things manually instead of just wanting to sync everything up. Now, another cool tool that we have is called an X-ray tool. You can go to the search column right here, press it. And right here, we can check out different ETFs. Now, I've got an ETF already right here. It's QDVO. So let's take a look at this ETF. Now, this is a pretty cool ETF by Amplify. But what we can see is we can see how it's doing. We can see the price. And we're going to see, in the 1 year, it's up about 15.6%, which is pretty cool. And then we're also going to check out, see any dividends. Let's see. Now, it's got about 349 annual payment paid on the October 29th. We can check out the year growth, the dividend yield, and we can even check out when they're being paid and how much they're paying out, which is so cool to do on this platform. We can even check out the holdings. Now, these are the top 10. We can see there's Nvidia, there's Apple and Microsoft and the percentages, and you can also check out the different sectors, of course. And if you want to see more, you show more, and this is all the holdings, and we can see as this is a part of their portfolio. So you can kind of take a look at this. You can take a look at the sectors. We can also take a look maybe at the different classes and maybe even the regions. Well, it's North America, but yeah, that's different sectors, and that's a part of kind of dissecting these ETFs, and this is done with X-ray. Now, another cool thing is going up into the community tab. This is where we can see a lot of things going on in the community. We have different articles going on right here. We also have down below, we have favorite stocks, and we also have some public portfolios that we can check out. And we can also see some people, maybe we want to see someone that we may know and kind of copy them. Now, the cool thing about these articles is you can read articles from different people. Now, Snowball Analytics has asked me to write some of these articles, which is pretty cool. It's to help people out. And then you can see Ryan Williams right here. He's got a YouTube channel, and he writes for Snowball Analytics too. So this is just a cool way where a lot of great content creators are helping Snowball Analytics get kind of the word out. So that's a little bit about that. And yeah, let's continue to keep on going.
Now, the reason I like this is because it's a great way where I can track my portfolio, not only on my computer, but also my cell phone. I can see how the things go up and down. I can see maybe I want to adjust something, like maybe AbbVie is a part of my portfolio and the dividend rating is not looking so good, so I may want to remove that and bring in something better. Let's just go over kind of the big pros and then go over some of the cons. I have 5 pros that I like about this. First of all, it's probably the best out there when tracking dividends and tracking a dividend portfolio. Now, I've used this and I continue to use this, and other people on YouTube and other places are using this to track the portfolio. And this is probably one of the best on the market. It may not be the best, but it's one of the best on the market. Secondly is you can bring in all your portfolios all into one place. You don't have to just go through your Fidelity app, your Vanguard app, maybe your Schwab app, and look and see how you're doing. No, you can put this all in one place, and you can see how you're doing overall on a daily basis, a monthly basis, a yearly basis. And this is a great place to add these. Thirdly, it's got an international focus. So if you're not in USA, maybe you're in another country and you need something to help track your portfolio, well, this one helps out. And that's the cool thing about it. It's not just USA focus, it is worldly focus. I mean, it is a French company that's allowing over 1,000 different holdings from different countries, and you could just put it all in one place. Fourth reason is the customer service. I have heard from many other people that the customer service has been top-notch, and I haven't needed it, which is good because if I would want a place that has some of the best customer service out there. And like, I have been with Fidelity, I've been with Vanguard, and Vanguard's customer service is pretty good. Fidelity's customer service is like top-notch, and I love it for it. I mean, I can give them a call and things are settled. Snowball Analytics, I've heard the same thing about them. They have some great customer service that can help you out. And number 5 would be the advanced analytics. You can backtest this. You can look at different analytics of comparing it not only to the S&P 500, but you can compare it to the Nasdaq 100. You can compare it to the Dow Jones. You can compare it to different indexes and see how your portfolio is doing in the overall scheme of things. Now for the negatives, because there are some negatives, and I've got 4 major negatives that you may want to look at. First of all, it can be overwhelming for a beginner. If you're a beginner and you're learning how to kind of track your portfolio, Snowball Analytics can be hard to grasp at first. Now, once you get the numbers going, once you start tracking, once you start kind of diving in, it can be easy. But if you're a beginner, it could look a little overwhelming and it may not be as beginner friendly. Number 2 is going to be data accuracy issues. Now, during the day, the data may not sync up as quickly as you may want it. You may be on there, you're like, oh, I want to make some trades because such and such is going up and down. And this may be not as fast as you may want it. Sometimes I have noticed that some of my portfolios have not synced right away. And so that has sent me some notifications. So they notify you and, you know, if I wanted to see how it's doing every day, well, that may be an issue, but I don't. I mean, I want to see, you know, if it's doing pretty good over the month. Do I need to rearrange things? Do I need to adjust? And so that could be an issue. Number 3 could be privacy concerns. So they use a thing called Yodel, which is a third-party app to kind of connect your portfolio to this app. And that could be a concern because what if that all that data gets leaked and all of a sudden your portfolios are on the internet? Well, it's almost easier to use Google Sheets, right? But I mean, that could happen with a lot of different things as well. So that could be a concern. And lastly is maybe some corporate concerns. You know, all dividend trackers aren't all the same. So some have a big corporation behind it trying to put out things and some may not. And so you have all these actions that could make things a little complex, but that could be a negative to you. It's not really a negative to me. Now, who should use Snowball Analytics? Snowball Analytics is probably the best dividend tracker out there. So if you want and you have a lot of different companies that dividends, Snowball Analytics makes it easy for you. For those that are looking for a little bit more than a free Google Sheet, for those looking for a way to analyze and set goals for their future, for those that are willing to combine different portfolios from across, can make it a great way. So is Snowball Analytics for everyone? Well, may not be. If you like the free way of using Google Sheet, like I used to do, then that could be a perfect way that you could be doing. If you want another free tracking device, well, Empower is free. It can track everything with it. Now, if you don't need the analytics, if you don't want to track things, if you don't want to see how things go up and down and use an app, use your computer, well, Snowball Analytics may not be it. Or if you want to just keep to doing everything for free, well, Snowball Analytics may not be the place for you. Yes, it does have a free account, but you can only have 10 holdings in one portfolio, and you had to do everything manually. That could be something you may like to do. That's great. But if you're looking for more in-depth, more things a part of it, tracking those dividends, seeing the monthly things, making goals, Snowball Analytics is a great place to do that. If you don't want to do all those things and you don't want to overcomplicate your life, well, it's easier to do a Google Sheet. If you really want to sign up for Snowball Analytics, sign up through my link. I'll leave a link in the description and a link in my pinned comments. Or if you don't want to use my link, anyway, use my code. My code is the Frugal Expat. So use the Frugal Expat when you're looking at it, and you'll get about 16% off the annual subscription, and that could help you guys save some money. If not, well, then you don't have to use my link or my subscription. You can just use a free Google Sheet. Well, I hope this was informative. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about Snowball Analytics. And I'm going to try to make some videos on how to do more and more things so you guys can be helped in any way. All right, let me know in the comments. Do you track your portfolio? What place do you use to track your portfolio? I want to know in the comments, and maybe I'll make a video of top 3-5 places that you can track your portfolio. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys take care.